I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Thank you for a tip. Now here's the thing. Basically, and if this sadly, I think is a symptom of the toxic treatment that I have received from the internet. Because I'm not even kidding you. Spawn Killer just tipped and asked this question. And multiple people are super chatting and asking the same question. So this is actually Shiv as well, okay? Shiv did a super chat, and at the same time, Spawn Killer tipped and asked the same question. Okay? So, what I want to do is I want to address it. Alright? I think I should address it. Basically, from what... Okay, here's what people are asking. In a nutshell, I'll paraphrase it, because everyone said it a little differently. Well, don't you think that Mike now is just going to do a documentary without you? That he's just going to take all the toxic and negative stuff about you, and he's going to compile it into a documentary of his own so that he can still have a project out of this, okay? First of all, I really think you all grossly overestimate the amount of work that has gone into this yet. Nothing has been filmed. Nothing. Nothing at all has been filmed. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think people are under the impression that Mike Clum was flying around the world for 2 months, filming everywhere and doing it. This hasn't happened. There's been initial phone calls. There's been a few forum posts been made. Nothing has happened yet in regards to that kind of work. You're you know, so, you know, people are just wild, again, with their crazy speculations. That's number one, okay? Number two, if Mike Clum wants to be known as a good documentarian, and he wants to have actual subjects involved in his projects, in what line of reasoning would it make any sense for him to immediately make a hit piece documentary about me because I decided to not go through with our more objective documentary? If he made a hit piece documentary about me, right, what makes you think anyone would ever work with him again? Right? The first thing they would say is, okay, so your first documentary was about Boogie, and that was sad, and he looks worse after it. And your next documentary about Darkside Phil, but he wasn't involved, and it was a hit piece on him. Gee, I wonder if I should do a documentary with Mike Clum today. Right? Like, what are you talking about? Right? And then in addition to all of that, from everything I know about the guy, he's a nice guy, he's an objective guy, and he doesn't want to do that. He only wants to do this project with my involvement so he can make a real two-sided project. He does not want to make a hit piece because so many people have already done that on YouTube. Literally, how many people in the last couple of years just take everything my detractors have already said, edit it into their own video, and commentate over it and act like they actually did work, and then profit from it and get millions of views? It's already been done to death. It's boring, it's unoriginal, it's uninspired, and it's talentless. But this is what people like on YouTube because there's a lot of dumb fucking people on the internet. Well, this was going to be a different kind of project, right? So, you know, there you go. Now, here's the thing. Can I stop Mike from doing anything like that? No, because I won't be involved. Anyone could do that right now. They could contact anyone from my past and do a negative documentary. People have already done it, right? But I don't think he's going to. He's told me he's not going to, and he, you know, he has no desire to do that, right? So from a professional standpoint, it would make no sense because no one would ever want to work with him again. And it's already been done. It probably wouldn't even amount to anything that's going to be special because so many people have already done that on YouTube, right? So no, you know, your concerns, I understand your concerns are warranted because, you know, this has happened already a million times. This, again, when the only treatment I've gotten on the internet is unfair treatment, you just expect that I'm going to continue to get the unfair treatment. And I understand that. I completely 100% understand that. I think that was a lot of the problems that people had with this documentary. They just didn't trust it. They thought it was just going to go poorly again for me because everything else has, right? So there you go. Let's see here. Hold on. Come on. Well, in the meantime, Dr. Oink, thanks for the super chat. I don't even know what you're talking about. I guess Dr. Oink is saying, thanks, guys, for feel better wishes. I don't know what you're talking about. Right? If you're sick, I hope you feel better, Dr. Oink, but I have no idea what you're talking about in the super chat. But thanks for the super chat, I guess. You've confused me thoroughly. I hope you feel all right. Are you feeling sick or something? That was kind of a weird thing to say in the super chat, right? Okay. So I think I've gotten caught up with everything now. I think. Excuse me. Happy Saturday, Derek. Yeah, I know he was talking to the chat. It's just weird that he addressed the chat in a super chat, and I didn't know what he was talking about because he hadn't said it to me. So I'm like, huh? I don't know what the hell he's talking about, right? Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear you got your wisdom teeth out. I hope you feel better, Butters, because I've heard that's incredibly painful. I've personally never had mine out. I've heard it's really, really painful. So. No Sleep Real Vibes, you're asking the wrong person. I don't know when there's going to be a dead month this year for games. Right now, these first few months are... So here we go again. Pimple shits with a tip talking about detractors. I already said I don't give two fucks what any of them say. And I don't give a fuck about anyone's opinion but my direct fans. And that's who I listen to. And that's one of the major reasons why I made this decision. Is because the overwhelming amount of feedback I was getting from my community was not to do this. That, listen, things have died down. No one cares about side scrollers anymore. Fucking stupid lolcow podcast. No one's paying attention to that anymore. This is great now that we're at a period where now we can focus on all these great new games that are going to be coming out. You got other efforts going on with the throwback channel. Your wife is back in your content, which is super awesome and positive. Why now am I going to risk all of that? That's the feedback I got from many of you. You understand that? My longtime fans, my supporters reached out to me behind the scenes, and this is the feedback I got, and that's why I made this decision. Okay? No, I understand, because there's a lot of people out there who casually watch me, and they wanted drama. Like, oh, crap, the drama around Darkside Phil has died down now. So now this is great that Phil's doing this documentary, because now the drama will be back. Well, I don't care about you. Okay, let me make that abundantly clear, okay? You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make a public statement to everyone here. You ready? Not even this question. That's the wrong one, okay? If you watch me for drama, I don't care about you. In the least. You are not my concern on this planet. At all. In any way, shape, or form. There's not a single moment in my life, there's not a breath I take that I think about you or care about your opinion. If all you care about is drama, when it comes to Darkside Phil, DSP, or Phil Burnell, I don't give two shits about you. And I'm happy for you and I hope you have a great life. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't care about your opinion. Okay. Had to make that as clear as possible because some people just don't get it. All right. I already got all the legitimate feedback I needed from my viewer base. But now you've got people like Meatball Man in the chat saying, you had a chance to work with a professional documentarian who would have actually shown your side fairly and you squandered it. Damn, man. Meatball Man, we all know who you are. All right? We know who you are. And we know what part of a community you're part of. And we know why you were hoping this documentary would happen. Drama. You're not fooling anyone. Right? That's why you wanted to see it. You don't want to see my side be portrayed fairly. You want drama so you can revel in it and enjoy it and laugh at it. That's the reason you're in chat every day. See? But I love it because people like him act like they're so, oh yeah, I see I'm a fan and I'm disappointed. You're not a fan. You never were. I just tolerate your existence because I get tired of banning your 14th fucking clone account here. You know? I'm not going to sit here and have a personal dedicated assistant to ban you from chat every time I see your 14th, 15th sock pop up. Holy shit. Okay.